It's Rocket Roy and the True Believer on the Beeline Highway. And it's 75 RV miles from Orlando to Titusville on the 405. And it's Halloween on Pad 14. With Howard Benedict, Scott Carpenter, Wally Schirra, and Gordo Cooper at the Astronaut Hall of Fame. And across the Banana River, searchlights hit the good ship Discovery as it groans and vents its vapors, waiting for the resurrection of the dreams of those who watched and remembered February 20th, 1962, in Pad 14.
Johnny gonna ride, Johnny gonna ride, Johnny gonna ride the lightning one more time. Yeah, Johnny gonna ride, Johnny gonna ride, Johnny gonna ride the lightning one more time. Johnny, you're the man, Johnny, you're the spaceman.
The survivors of the Mercury 7 remember Gus Grissom, Deke Slayton, and Alan Shepard as their eyes gaze across the Banana River to the JFK, where 6 astronauts and 1 lone rider of Atlas past sleep under the sky of the final countdown.
All gonna ride it with him. Yeah, we're all gonna ride it with him. We're all gonna ride the lightning one more time.
Where are you from?
From Scotland.
Whereabouts in Scotland?
Dunfermline, which is near Edinburgh.
Why did you come today?
Why did we come? Because it's history being made.
We were living in a magic time. We were living with time to burn, believing that there's nowhere to go, believing we had nothing to learn.
Commit itself to
Self-inflicted.
achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely
Life
to
on
the
other
earth.
bullets in the hourglass. Life on other moons. I will work for food. I will work for fame. I will work for money.
John Glenn is going to have the time of his life.
Don't kid yourself. They are not the same. Unchain the dog.
Unchain the dog.
'Cause I'm back again. Just looking for Jack on the other side of the wind. But I can't seem to reach it with the words and the way you say collective blessings.
These were the times with JFK, the Cuban Missile Crisis, freedom marches, and Martin Luther King and the Mercury 7. Scott Carpenter, Gordo Cooper, John Glenn, Gus Grissom, Wally Schirra, Alan Shepard, and Deke Slayton. Test pilots say there's no room for fear in what they do. Gordo Cooper fell asleep on top of the Atlas rocket before his launch. Scott Carpenter said that's how detached we were from it. This is the Apollo 14 capsule, Alan Shepard's flight to the moon. That was where he hit the golf ball over the lunar horizon. I heard that when Alan Shepard first stepped out on the moon, he wept.
The safety lines were filed. We were running on the rim.
These were the guys.
We were burning out the tires. And all you really had to pay was the price of fire. Oh, all we really had to pay was the price of fire. In the breakers of hearts, that you don't escape the pain, and you know when it starts, as you dive into the flames. And there's a voice that tells you run, but you call the voice a liar. For all you really had to pay was the price of fire. Oh, all you really had to pay. Oh, all you really had to pay. Price the fire.
John Glenn is going to ride the Lightning one more time, not just as one of the old guard out to redefine aging, but as a reluctant keeper of the flame from long ago in shining times. He's going to climb that rocket one more time, a lost hero of the Heartland past, and we're all going to ride it with him, carrying that tiny flame.
At 14, where all the Atlas riders in the Mercury program left the Surly bonds, and John was first and I was second, and Wally Schirra was third, and Gordo Cooper was fourth. And after that last Mercury launch, which was Gordo's in 1963, the pad became useless, and it was finally cut down.
when the fields are cold, and after the pain, when the heart is cold, you will find a brand new day with the birds upon the wire. Heart is cold.
We're about 11 minutes away from launch.
And in our younger days, you could say it was wild.
And there were lots and lots of people around, and lots of people in the blockhouse to the site. And you get out of the van. The van drove up that ramp that you walked up on, and you climb out of the van and go with some people helping you up an elevator to
the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida. And for American...
Rally down the night. Earth is
You get a sense that this was no big deal to these guys. But I tell you, to walk around Pad 14 with Scott Carpenter and realize he was one of the guys. He was one of the guys that sat on top of that Atlas rocket while they lit that baby up. He was the guy who said, "Godspeed, John Glenn."
Rally down the night. Rise in the distance.
Ron was there, yeah. The whole launch group was there, and that was a big bunch of people, 100 people.
Who will find the hidden clues? 19.5 latitude.
And you climb out and get in, and they shut it all up, and then get the hell out of there.
Yes, it is still, it does not move. Behind the black door is the clue. Refracted light is known to bend when seen through a camera lens.
These were the guys.
Rally down the night.
And you sit and listen to the count. There's nowhere to go, but there is a lot to do and a lot to listen to. Yes, Wally was in the blockhouse, and Gus was at the control center. He was Capcom. Wally did for me what I did for John on his launch.
Will you survive in the fire when the wind is blowing? Oh, there is a train, and it runs by my room, and the train is called reality, and it's coming way too soon. Oh, way too soon for a guy who is living on the lies, looking for the shortcuts in the secrets.
You hear the count, and you hear all the people say their systems are either no-go or go. And when the launch director, Tom O'Malley, finally got a go from everybody, he pushed a button that started an automatic sequence of many events at T-minus 18 seconds in the count, and then you're committed. In the count, and then you're committed. And then you're committed.
On my mark, Roger. 3, 2, 1, mark. Roger, EPI is started.
140. You are go. Order systems, go. Great operations, go.
All pre-start final lights are correct. The ready light is on. Go. Order systems, go. Range operations, go. All pre-start final lights are correct. The ready light is on. Eject Murphy umbilical.
Good luck. Have a safe flight. And to say once again, Godspeed, John Glenn.
Godspeed, John Glenn.
And there are forces to guide. Here it goes. Spirits beside, rivers to ride.
8, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the
Unforgettable. You see, you're separated from the booster by then, and you can see it tumbling down here over Africa. It's a beautiful sight.
Turning around, and I can see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. Beautiful.
That's incredible. Everything was going first class.
Shenandoah, I long to hear you.
People came from all over America, all over the world. None of them could really tell you why. As the people in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, they said they just wanted to be part of it all.
I'm bound away across the wide Missouri.
Whoa, there's the ignition.
I long to see you.
Look at that.
Smiling valley, away, rolling river. I long to see.
I asked Gordo Cooper what he thought of UFOs. He said, they've been here for a long time. I said, what about Roswell? He said, it happened. I said, who's the best pilot you've ever seen? He said, you're looking at him.
They are the public.
All three engines continuing to perform well, and Discovery's performance to this point, 2.5 minutes into the flight, has been as expected. Discovery now traveling at a speed of 3,500 miles per hour.
See your smiling valley, away, rolling river.
5 hours later, I was back back on Earth, waiting for somebody to pick me up.
Where did you land?
Out there in the water somewhere.
Faith it is what you know it is. Faith is not a lie. Dreams can be
3 days in an RV. John Glenn's launch. Pad 14 with Scott Carpenter. Days not soon forgotten for Johnny Dreams and a true believer.
when every step you take is an answer to your prayer.
Signing off.
A month ago, I said that I hoped that every American would serve his country. Today, Colonel Glenn served his, and we all express our thanks to him.
Rocket Roy.
My son Michael came down for the launch. He was born the morning of John Glenn's first launch, 1962. We all rode it with him. We all rode it with him one more time, once again.
Hope will see you through. You've got to love the search, got to love the road to make your dreams come true. When you're gone or you're there, when every step you take is an answer to your prayer.